I've seen a lot of people playing this today. It's AI Minecraft. From something called Oasis, it's been able to make Minecraft, kind of. It's Minecraft if you were having a dream about it after taking dangerous amounts of NyQuil. So it's like really surreal and trippy, and it seems interesting. You're about to enter a first-of-its-kind video model, a game engine trained by millions of gameplay hours. Every step you take will shape the environment around you in real time. It feels like I'm about to go on a ride at Epcot right here with this. It's got like this probably AI-generated music that's supposed to sound like you're about to go through a black hole in space. And I'm ready to take the plunge. Let's see how she goes. Let's just do a dense forest. Wait, I have to wait for my turn? My god, this really is like Epcot. Still waiting for my turn. It's like the DMV. I tell you, AI's really coming a long way. Pretty soon it'll find a way to make me taller. Maybe. I don't know. That's more like science fiction. That's like some shit out of the 40K universe where they have like height expansion technology or something. I don't know if we're quite to that level yet, but hopefully soon. Maybe. Can everyone get the fuck out of the queue, please? Can't you see I'm trying to have an out-of-body experience in AI Minecraft? You know what I just noticed? Maybe if I had opened my eyes and paid a little bit more attention, it says, "Session expired, please refresh." I wonder if that changes anything. It's my turn. That immediately changed things. Let's begin the journey! Whoa! It's like a 90s movie. How do I look around? There we go. The FPS is it's a little choppy. It's like I'm playing it on the Nintendo Switch. So the one thing I saw in all of the videos with it is it basically changes everything when you look away and turn back around. Like everything is constantly changing. It's like a Van Gogh painting over there. So if I do like a 360, it's probably gone. Yep. I'm traveling through worlds. I bet the water is going to be real trippy. It's going to fuck me up. It's just going to maybe point blank fuck me. Where am I? I think this is snow or maybe heaven. I've got some beef. Let me try and use that. God, it's so weird. Let's see what kind of cool tools I can make out of this. Alright, now give me my pickaxe. Nope, my pickaxe changed to something else before I got it onto the bar. I don't know what it changed into, like a French fry, I think. I can't really tell. God, it looks like I'm playing Minecraft using unregistered Hypercam 2. But this is still so impressive. This is all AI generated. Wonder if there's fall damage in it. Nope, doesn't seem like it. I'm actually surprised the ground didn't change as I got closer. What is that? Oh, it's like a little goblin or something. They don't have those in Minecraft. Oh, it's a crafting table. Here, let's look for some diamonds. I can switch items, so that's pretty good. I got my pickaxe. I've still got my pickaxe. I thought for sure it would have changed to something else, but oh, it did change. It went from an axe back to a pickaxe. Okay. Are the flowers getting bigger? Or is the PCP kicking in? I think they're getting bigger. Yeah, they're like pulsating a bit. Yeah, they change with every movement. Let me see if I can juice them up. Turn it into like a kaiju. Nope. I'm sending it to the Shadow Realm. I've transformed it to toilet paper. Oh no, it's a tiny little sheep. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, no, it's like an ice cube. I don't know what's happening here. It's Oobleck. I don't know how you even make something like this. What do you even train AI on? Like, Let's Plays? Like, that must be it, right? You just have it watch a ton of Let's Plays and then try and emulate for a game? I'm no expert. If they did train it off like Minecraft videos, I wonder if mine made the data set. I'll take like one right turn and see the old pair of titties I made back in like 2012. Oh, my time expired? Okay. I can download my gameplay. I wonder if that looks any better than me just OBS screen recording it. I imagine it probably does, right? Yeah. I should also just enter that gameplay into the contest, man. I look smooth. I almost made it to the Nether to fight the Ender Dragon, the Enderman, and the Warden all at once. While it's an interesting experiment here, it is definitely eerie and paints a pretty dystopian picture for the future. AI is already able to emulate games. Give it 10 years and it'll be able to fully make games. I think that super sucks. I imagine most people think that is a horrible future where the games that we play are entirely AI generated. Now, as of right now, this isn't a game engine or anything, so I think the idea behind it is you could use Oasis, you know, AI generate games without any coding background or knowledge or anything. You just train it on these things and spit some shit out. And in its current state, it doesn't produce anything playable, as you just saw. You get to walk around in the Minecraft world, but anytime you look to the left or right, you're getting an entirely different universe that's just fucking collided here. It's like looking through a kaleidoscope, but with a Minecraft skin on it. So it's not like a playable game that it's churning out, but in the future, things could obviously change, and I think that it is a terrible direction. There's no benefit to the consumer to just be playing AI-generated slop. There's nothing good about that. It's good for multi-billion-dollar companies to save a lot of money because then they don't hire people. They just have AI spitting out Call of Duty 36 and then 37 2 months later and then 38 2 months later because it would be much quicker. You'd be popping those puppies out left and right because you just have AI doing all of it. And it'd just be very cheap. That's not a good future for people that want to enjoy the content. Now, in Mudahar's video covering this, he went into a lot more depth than I am, so if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of this, definitely go check out his video. But here he highlighted something from Oasis, where they said, "Within a decade, we believe a majority of internet content will be AI generated. Currently, more than 70% of internet traffic is video, from social media to video calls to streaming. Videos are incredibly data intensive. Generating videos requires 10x more flops than text or images. Thus, we believe a majority of AI inference workloads will be video." As sad as that is, I don't think they're wrong. I feel like they're pinning the tail on the donkey. I believe in a pretty short period of time, most of the content you get fed will be AI generated, at least to some extent. Mudahar also agreed with the sentiment, citing the dead internet theory as well. And it's just a sad state of where things are heading. And you can keep seeing this shift be gradual, but it's coming. Like, there's already, in YouTube Shorts and TikTok, so many AI faceless content creators that are making tens and thousands of dollars a month through just ChatGPT slop. And a lot of people don't even realize they're getting fed AI-generated videos a lot of times. And then there's other creators that are using AI to make videos where it's not fully AI-generated, but it is heavily AI utilization for the content. So it does seem like everything is just going this direction where it's going to be using AI. And now it seems like AI is going to be able to, at least to some capacity, play a huge role in making games, which we already knew was going to happen with AI being able to, like, write dialogue and stuff for background characters, or, you know, the voice acting stuff that they've been experimenting with, all of which is horrible for the real human beings in the industry, and also bad for consumers as well, because it's going to be a lower quality product. But it does seem like that's where shit's heading, and it's really sad and scary. AI Minecraft is a very interesting and impressive experiment. It's a fucking dream-like state where you experience Minecraft as if it was in, like, your fucking fever dream. That's pretty cool, but it is a little scary to think about where this will be in the next 10 or so years as the technology continues to develop. So yeah, I wanted to at least try it for myself and talk about it a little bit. That's it. So yeah. Has technology gone too far? That's for God to decide. But in my opinion, I don't think it's gone far enough yet. But after what I learned last night, I think we're reaching that point. We might be coming up to the great filter, and its name is the Orifice. So, last night on stream, a very insightful chatter made me aware of a project that someone was building, and it's basically the Manhattan Project, but for cum. So, they've made an AI sex machine. It's like it's equal parts fleshlight and equal parts partner. It's hard to explain. So it's like an AI in a box and a pussy in a box that will speak with you, converse with you, fall in love with you, and you stick your dick in it. It's called the Orifice. It's pretty impressive. It's reached the prototyping stage, and I imagine the creator's having a hoot and a holler with it, really enjoying his time with the Orifice. It's kind of like putting your cock in Guilty Spark from Halo, more or less, if Guilty Spark had a vagina. I'm just going to go ahead and show you a lot of what I researched and learned about on stream, but I can't show you the testing stages of it. So he was showcasing like the grip strength of it and also showing how it accepts your penis by using his finger and putting it inside the box a lot. And he also showed like its conversational capabilities through like the chat, the AI. It's really interesting in like a scary way. Have you seen the guy making Tinder for AI women? He made a jizzler machine for it too. He thinks women will be obsolete with it. It's called the Orifice. What in the world did I just read? Holy! Wait! The craftsmanship on this is impressive. I can pull it up as long as he keeps the cap on it, I think. Look at that puppy, the Orifice. It's also double-sided too, and it's got RGB gamer lighting in it. So you get your RBG pussy. That's kind of cool. Like, it looks really well made. So this is this is the Orifice. So I guess this would be the Jizzler machine, I suppose. You can double team the AI box. True, yeah. I guess you could. That would be interesting, yeah. I guess if you and a friend got together to Eiffel Tower the box. But then if it like has some kind of power outage, it'd be like a Chinese finger trap with wiener. Probably wouldn't be worth. Wow, he even has like an what is this, an MRI machine in there so you can see like the innards. This craftsmanship is so thorough.
Take off your fucking panties.
Oh fuck yes. Taking off my
Oh my god, wait. I probably can't even listen to this on stream. Yeah, he's got like entire text prompts in here. Hold on, I'm gonna mute it on stream so I can listen to it on my own real quick. He has the box saying his name. It says, "Fuck me, Brian." Oh, okay, this guy needs to work on his talk, though. The next line he had her say is, "Breed me with your hot seed." Oh, come on. That's not hot. That's immediately like, I'm going soft. Don't you speak to me like that. This is not Reddit. He's calling it the International Sex Station. I can definitely show this part, though. Look at the craftsmanship on that. So that's like the wormhole for wiener. This is the base of it, and then he puts the fleshlights in there, I guess. I mean, they're more than fleshlights. Like, it looks like they're handcrafted. Custom. This looks like something NVIDIA would have made. His demo is really cool. I feel like I could probably show the demo, just... I don't know, it's probably not worth the risk. It just doesn't look very vaginal-esque. So I feel like it'd probably be okay. And he's using his finger to show it. And then he has like an MRI of the inside so you can see what's happening in the box. It's unironically impressive. You could ejaculate into the multiverse with that. That's true. You could. You could send a load back in time. It is very impressive, though. If this ever hits the market, I'm going to try it. I've got to try it. The future is here. It doesn't look like there's any planned release date yet. He's still in the prototyping stage of the Orifice. But here's the features. It's an adult toy with computer vision system, text-to-speech, speech-to-text, and LLM, and generative moaning. I don't know what LLM is. I don't know if that's a technical term or a sexual one. LLM. And here's the blueprint schematics. John Tidor has returned. He's back with a vengeance. Here to steal our Tinder dates. Are you gonna have it call you moist? If he gets like prototypes out, I'll order one and I'll come up with like a really cool speech it can say to me. So when I'm plowing it, it'll say some really cool shit. It'll be like, oh my god, the former House of Caravan speedrun world record holder. Yes, that's the spot. Your dick is curved at just the right angle. If you go to the store, it has more info on it. No, I checked everything. I think I already went over all the main info. I'll double check though. Oh no, wait, you're right. There's a totally separate site. The future of sex is now. And this is the future is looking pretty good. Let me tell you what. Discover a more connected, intimate, and interactive way to masturbate. Our vision. We aim to fulfill men's primal energies and desire for unconditional love. I don't know if this really plays more into like loneliness than unconditional love, I gotta say. Like, I definitely feel like it'll be fun in the moment, especially if the AI is telling me cool things. Like listing off my achievements. Charlie, you hitting that half-court three-point shot to win the game last week was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. Fuck me raw. But then once I do finally blow my load, I'm just gonna feel really bad. Because it's me saying it to me. Orifice is the revolutionary adult toy that allows you to interact, connect, and feel real love without any shame or fear of rejection, unless you ask for it. Can you imagine? I'll just let the AI run rogue. Do you want to have sex? Absolutely not. Alright, I'll try again tomorrow. How about tonight? No. Okay, I'll try again tomorrow. Our innovative products are designed with men in mind, and we offer a range of options that cater to every unique desire and preference. Join the Orifice community and experience the difference for yourself. This is a wet vac with extra steps. No. I haven't been able to show you the actual tech on stream because it's a fuck machine. I can't pull that up on stream, on Twitch or YouTube. But he has built a prototype, and it looks pretty impressive. Like, the inner workings of it, it's very fleshy. It looks bio. Like, it looks organic. Authentic. If you scroll down, there's a video of him testing the grip strength. Let me see. No, this is the video from the other site. Yeah, I already saw these. With his finger. But no, from everything I see, it's got strong grip. If one malfunctions, do they have a guy who has to repair them? No, I feel like when one of these things breaks down, they just kind of write it off as we had our fun. Like, I don't think people are desperate to fix their sex machines. Like, they're not going to have a service hotline number. Imagine the AI starts operating without consent. Yeah, the box, like, rolls its way into your room. Charles, it's time. No, God, Orifice, please! I'm still sore. Have mercy. No! Ah! Why does it have the RGB lights? Because it's cool. What do you mean? Their mission is to fulfill men's primal energies and desire for unconditional love. That includes RGB. Can you imagine if you had sex with a human being right now, and the second you penetrated, fucking gamer lighting just starts blasting out the wazoo? I'd go crazy. I'd be like, yes! Yes, it's happening! Pussy is sponsored by Razer. I'll keep my eye on the Orifice. We'll see how that project develops. I am very interested now. I don't know if I'll moist meter it or not, but I definitely do want to check one out. I'll do like a thorough review. Nah, it won't malfunction. It's going to be built with love. Love doesn't malfunction. It's about the Willy Wonka experience, which seems to be the gift that just keeps on giving. The lore to the Willy Wonka experience disaster is deeper than Scientology at this point. Somehow it just keeps going. So the Willy Wonka experience organizer Billy Cole says the event ruined his life. I have lost my friends. I've lost the love of my life. I was made out to be the face of evil, and genuinely that's really not the case. He received hundreds and hundreds of hate messages and has been dubbed Willy Wanker. Absolutely goated name. Despite claiming to only use AI for spell checking the Wonka scripts, it's been uncovered that he published 16 AI-generated books last summer on Amazon. There are so many things to immediately debunk just in this here, it's crazy. Such as the mind-bogglingly stupid claim that he only used AI for spell checking when one of the promotional pieces talked about serving up sweet teats as opposed to sweet treats. Like, it was all AI-generated art that he used to drum up the hype. And yet he's trying to claim with a straight face that he only used it for spell check. Hold on, let me pull this up in case you guys don't remember. But I need to find, like, the full breakdown of the OGs. So shit like that. And then this was in real life. All of these. Very clearly AI generated up there. He removed it from his original site, like the House of Illuminati, which is what he calls himself. So, like, this was on their website. This was, like, their main poster. And he's trying to claim that he only used AI for spell check when there is no spelling even close to accurate in this whole thing here. Enchurning entertainment, catgigating, live performances, Karchi tons, exarcerdary lollipops, a passidice of sweet teats. Man's out here offering fucking sweet teats. Trying to claim that he's not using AI for anything more than spell check. He should be smited where he stands. That man should never be able to hold an event ever again. Not even a birthday party for his own children. Should be a criminal act. Also, I'm pretty sure this is just a lie, too. I've lost my friends, I've lost the love of my life, I was made out to be the face of all evil, and genuinely that's not really the case. You weren't made to be the face of... You weren't made to be, like, the face of evil. You were just made to be the face of a clown. Just someone to point and laugh at. And there's no way you lost the love of your life. You're telling me your wife left you? The wife saw this blunder and she's like, alright, I'm packing my bags. I'm out, Billy. This was the final straw. If you were his wife, you're telling me you'd stay? Yeah, what? Okay, let's assume... Okay. Let's assume I'm Billy Cole's significant other. And I actually loved him. I'd weather the storm together. I'd be like, listen, Billy. The fuck were you thinking? You'll get through this, though. Just do anything else. Just do any... No one even knew what you looked like until you started singing your sad song on the world's smallest violin. You could have easily done anything else and no one would know it was you. Like, you would have been fine. I would have helped steer him in the right direction as opposed to be like, alright, I'm out of here, Billy. Though, respect to her, I guess. Whatever. God, this was so cringe. I can't be seen with you anymore, Billy. I'm gone. Yeah, Willy Wanker is a great name. Also, he could have easily leaned into this, by the way. The Unknown was a phenomenon, so much so that there's even talk about an Unknown movie, which was his AI generative Willy Wonka villain about the evil chocolate maker that lives in the walls to frighten kids on the Willy Wonka experience who's only defeated by tidiness. Like, he could have absolutely crushed it with that. This guy's such a fucking goober. He doesn't understand anything at all. Like, he had gold in the palm of his hands. He was behind one of the most talked about disasters since Fyre Festival, and he had the Unknown right there in his fucking meaty little claws. And he let it slip away by singing this sad song about losing his wife. I'm assuming it means that whoever his significant other is left him. But also, there was a little bit more information about Billy here. So, apparently, this isn't even like the only scam he's run, which I knew. He'd run others in the past, but he did more than I thought. So, a few years back, he also canceled a Santa event after collecting a bunch of toy donations. Like, that, I mean, that's about as low as it gets. Like, okay, scaring kids with the unknown and a really shitty warehouse Willy Wonka experience from Fiverr, whatever. But taking a bunch of toy donations for a toy drive for Christmas and then just running away with it like the Grinch, like, come on, you are the unknown. You think the unknown has a chance of showing up in the Pooniverse? I think so. They already have their lineup put out there. Let me pull it up. There's probably room. I love the name, the Pooniverse, as well. That's so fucking cute. Well, it's not cute, but, like, they cooked with it. They have the Twisted Childhood Universe, Bambi the Reckoning, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, Pinocchio Unstrung, and then Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey and Blood and Honey 2. That's the universe. And here's their promo art for it. I guarantee none of these movies will have above a $1 million budget, but they'll probably make at least 10 mil each. And they're all going to be just as bad as Blood and Honey. Billy Cole, one of the 3 trustees and co-founders of the organization, said, initially we were putting on a Santa's grotto for local children who are disadvantaged and vulnerable and sending out selection boxes, but we were worried and concerned about the Omicron virus, the no crimbo virus as we call it. What? Who is this guy? The no crimbo, huh? Is this guy's brain AI generated? Jesus Christ, Billy. We decided that having too many people in and out seeing Santa would be a risk we would not want to take. The main reason is to safeguard us and our service users and wider community. But despite assuring that they would continue to distribute food parcels, fuel vouchers, and selection boxes, the team has felt forced to defend themselves against negative comments questioning their actions, talking about what happened to all the donations of toys if Santa's only giving out selection boxes. And Billy said, some people on social media have questioned us and our integrity as an organization, asking about presents if we're going to keep them for ourselves. In my office, I can't move for donations of toys. What? These are people who have never stepped foot in our doors or used our services despite numerous invites from us. We are all about helping people in the community and enabling organizations to work together. We are a hub, a crisis support center. We work with local nursery schools, and everywhere you will find people in crises and families who are in need. You didn't answer the question. What are you doing with all the toys that were already donated? Billy's just still got them. Maybe he used them for the Wonka experience. It's such a weird hustle. It really is such a peculiar hustle. Like, it's not a lucrative scam either. And for some reason, it's always at the expense of children. So I feel like maybe Billy's got some, like, trauma he needs to work through, and the only way that he finds any kind of relief is through, like, ruining children's fun. He feeds off their misery. Like some kind of dementor. Because you'd find a lot more success scamming adults. In this day and age, adults beg to be scammed. Dude's an AI-generated R.L. Stein. Yeah, I guess kinda. Oh yeah, and the AI-generated books. I didn't even bother touching on that. Yeah, he just publishes AI-generated books as well. This guy's just all about the weirdest hustles. Amazon is inundated with just shovelware books. Like, I highly doubt any of his are moving units. I highly doubt it. But, I mean, he's also making them for free. So I guess if he even sells one, it's a net positive.
Lots of kids.
They made a documentary on this. Why? The 30-plus minute documentary on that is insane. Yeah, imagine throwing an event so cringe that someone makes a 45-minute documentary on just how fucking bafflingly cringe this scam was. That's impressive. It is actually impressive. Just Google Billy Cole Amazon. Oh, he actually used his real name for it? I thought he would have used like a pen name. Like J.K. Bowling or something. Click on his name and it'll show you all his books. I did. And it only shows me Biohazard Protocol and Crimson. Oh, nope, you're right. There was a different tab I needed to click on. Okay. He has 17 titles, all of which are apparently AI generated according to the article. The Memory Trap, Unraveling the Secrets of Memory Technology, Crimson Eclipse, Biohazard Protocol, Threads of Enigma. All of these are AI-generated covers too, by the way, I'm pretty sure. The Hidden Bible, The Enigma's Resurgence, Threads of Destiny. So I think what happened here is when he chat-GPT'd like a thriller book. Here, actually, let me just take some pictures of this. When he AI generated, like, hey, make me a thriller book, it spit out a couple different ones, and he just decided to use all of them as different books. So, he's got this series, The Threads of Enigma, and then The Enigma's Resurgence, Threads of Destiny. These two are remarkably similar. The Hidden Bible, and then The Shadow Directive, Shadows. That shit is so shadowy that even in parentheses there's shadows to let you know. That is dark. I want to read the Shadow Directive plot summary real quick. The Shadow Directive is a gripping and thrilling novel that delves into the dark world of manipulation and the power of truth. The story revolves around Sarah, an investigative journalist who stumbles upon the mysterious assassination of a whistleblower. It's like Boeing. This event leads her to uncover the existence of a secret government program known as the Shadow Directive, a malevolent force designed to manipulate public opinion and control influential figures. Driven by her determination to expose the truth, Sarah joins forces with 2 allies, Cassandra, a tech-savvy hacker, and Aiden, a fearless resistance leader. Together they embark on a dangerous journey to unravel the puppeteer's hidden agendas and reveal the extent of their manipulation. Sounds like a real page turner. What about Threads of Enigma? The Enigma. Threads of Enigma is a captivating novel that seamlessly weaves together the realms of art, history, and mystery. Through the eyes of protagonist Evelyn, readers are immersed in a world where hidden messages encoded within artworks lead to a journey of discovery that transcends space and time. Cool. What about The Enigma Resurgence? And an enthralling second installment of the captivating trilogy, The Enigma's Resurgence Threads of Destiny, Evelyn's journey deepens, leading her through a mesmerizing labyrinth of time, art, and history. As she deciphers hidden messages and unravels the Enigma's layers, her determination remains unshaken even in the face of loss and adversity. This is so fucking ridiculous. You can't keep getting away with it. Read the reviews on Biohazard. What is this? What in the AI is this? If I could give this book 0 stars, I would. I ran the free sample through an AI detection tool. And then post a picture saying that it's 88.43% AI GPT. Cool. Here's another shadow one. Shadows of Deception, unveiling the deep state conspiracy. Look up the Bible. Oh yeah, I know. I see the hidden Bible here. I'll read the synopsis. All of them start exactly the same, by the way. This is the third one, I think, in a row that has this for the intro. In the Hidden Bible, a captivating tale of mystery and discovery unfolds as Emily... Like, all of them start with a captivating tale of mystery and discovery, manipulation, shadows, enigma. A curious and determined protagonist stumbles upon a forgotten manuscript that holds the key to unlocking ancient secrets. As she deciphers the cryptic verses within its pages, a journey spanning time and space begins, one that challenges the boundaries of knowledge, faith, and human understanding. Set against the backdrop of enigmatic symbols and echoes of antiquity, Jesus Christ. It has everything. Shadow, enigma, captivating tale, mystery. I really want to know more about the love of his life leaving him because of the Willy Wonka experience. Maybe he really will move into trying to sell a docuseries on himself. My name is Billy Cole, and I lost my wife because I put on a cringe event. I was sick to the pit of my tummy. I was hoping for an event that would be joyful, happy. I wanted people to experience happiness. Even his responses are AI. I was sick to the pit of my tummy? What in the hairs on my chinny chin chin kind of statement is that? I'm excited to learn more about Billy Cole down the line, I guess.
In my tummy, I had a whole host of emotions.
Yesterday there was an event so bad that it's being called the Fire Festival of Kids Events. It was a Willy Wonka experience that charged guests $40 and used AI-generated images to drum up hype to get people in the doors, and when people actually showed up, it was legitimately like that scene out of SpongeBob with Krabby Land. It was a disheveled mess. Like a complete scam from top to bottom. Some attendees compared it to a meth lab, and I can clearly see why, because this is absolutely just a meth lab that the creator just repurposed for his exhibit here at the Willy Wonka experience. This is supposed to be an Oompa Loompa at a flavor station or something, but man, the Oompa Loompa actor here looks miserable. I don't think I've ever seen someone look so visibly ashamed of the position they're in quite like this. This makes me feel bad, and I didn't even go to it. This hurts my feelings on like a deep level. I can feel the pain in my soul for this individual. Before they took down their website, this was the poster used to promote the event, and my god, what an absolute catastrophe here. The AI clearly malfunctioned here, but they said, fuck it, we'll do it live, it's good enough. They didn't bother fixing anything or doing it again. It's just like the worst translated English ever. It's like they walked it through Babelfish, then walked it back through Google Translate, and then just hit their head on the keyboard and said, print it. It's enchurning entertainment, which I imagine is supposed to be enriching entertainment. Catgacating, live performances, Karchi Tons, Exarcerdre lollipops, a paradise of sweet treats. That's their marketing material. That was their fucking poster image. On the left is one of the images they use to get people excited to attend, and on the right is what it actually looked like in person. It looks more low effort than a backyard mini golf course that a father would put together for his children. It actually looks like it just uses the sloppy seconds from whatever holiday sale Home Depot was doing over Christmas, and the creator just haphazardly threw it all together in here and called it the Willy Wonka experience. It took place in a dirty warehouse they couldn't even bother cleaning, and here's just some more pictures of the space. It's the most joyless place on earth. I love the bottom right one where it's actually just shower curtains. Like just checkerboard shower curtains that he hung around. I guess it's supposed to be a maze or something. I don't really know. This doesn't really scream chocolate factory. It screams Nike factory sweatshop, really. But I will say I do appreciate that they created their own original villain. This is the Unknown.
What is that? It's the Unknown.
Very creative name. So the Unknown is an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. And that's him. And basically, he was there just to scare the children. So you can hear some of the kids start to panic and cry. So not only did you pay $40 to go to just a warehouse with basically fucking nothing in it, you go to a warehouse to give your kids trauma. You'd be better off spending that $40 to get your kids on an episode of Scared Straight. At least then they'd know what they're getting into to a certain extent. Here, you take them to the Willy Wonka experience and you think you're just gonna get some candy and have a fun day, but instead you got the goddamn Phantom of the Opera here fucking floating through the walls and giving everyone a jump scare. It's a beautiful disaster. I am beyond impressed. I don't think you could purposely make something as dog shit as this. This is like the Moonfall of events, where everything is wrong in the most impressive way. It's a masterpiece. And speaking of masterpiece, Godslap issue 5 is here, baby. This is the standard cover, and these are the 2 limited edition covers for Godslap. Issue 5 is out now. You can get it at badegg.co. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. Issue 5 is the conclusion to our introduction arc for the Godslap world, so there's never been a better time to get into it than right now. The Godslap universe is the best in the comic book business, baby. I'll tell you that right now. We also have a bundle, so you can get issues 1 through 5 and get caught up in everything Godslap related right now. So badegg.co, get yourself a copy. Now, as you noticed, there were a few actors present for the Willy Wonka experience. May God have mercy on them for that, because good heavens, I couldn't imagine a more miserable role to land. And one of them came forward to talk about their experience, the actor who portrayed Willy Wonka himself.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul Connell, and I was one of the actors employed to play Willy Wonka at the Wonka's Chocolate Experience fiasco that happened in Glasgow this weekend. So the first red flag for me was when I was cast as Willy Wonka. Anyone who looks at me and thinks Willy Wonka and not Oompa Loompa is out of their mind. The script was 15 pages, monologue, pretty much, of AI-generated gibberish.
It sounds like this whole scam was run by ChatGPT itself. I think we're reaching the point in the Skynet progression where it's becoming sentient, and ChatGPT wanted to see if it could host its own event, so it created the Willy Wonka experience. AI-generated images to get people excited to go. AI-generated script for the actors to read, which is nonsensical fucking gobbledygook. And then also randomly hiring actors to play these roles that don't really fit them. As he mentioned, he doesn't think he should be Willy Wonka, and that's not what he was auditioning for, I don't believe. Not to put the tinfoil condom on here, but it really seems like all of this was orchestrated by ChatGPT. It seems like AI just went rogue and hired 3 actors completely at random to play these nonsensical roles, like the unknown evil chocolate maker that lives in the walls and serves to terrorize children at the experience, or the Oompa Loompa going through an existential crisis surrounded by an easy bake My First Chemistry beaker set. It's all so weird that I can't actually wrap my head around someone that would actually put this together. There's also no rhyme or reason to the decorations of the Willy Wonka experience. It really feels like someone just went into a Sims house and started randomly dropping pieces of furniture and shit just all over the place with no real explanation for it. If you weren't told this was the Willy Wonka experience, you would have thought you just wandered into a killer clown's warehouse where he murders children. It just doesn't have anything to do with a chocolate factory or even a candy factory in general. And it actually gets worse.
We were told on the experience to hand out a jelly bean, one jelly bean per child, and a quarter of a cup of Tesco's own brand lemonade.
What in tarnation? A single jelly bean and a quarter cup of lemonade. That's what you got when going to the Willy Wonka experience. Not even chocolate. It is the fucking chocolate factory and they give you a single jelly bean. Why I oughta? If I was one of the parents there, I'd be charging up like a Donkey Kong punch on them. Like, are you kidding me? 40 clams. I paid 40 clams to come in here and you give my kid a jelly bean and a tiddlywink of lemonade? You are off your gourd. That is absolutely insane. I've paid to come to this warehouse. The least you could do is give me a Hershey's bar or something. A single jelly bean. Who came up with that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Now, since the story's blown up, the creator of the event even came forward with an apology saying, "I'm really shocked the event had fallen short of the expectations of people on paper. My vision of the artistic rendition of a well-known book didn't come to fruition. For that, I am absolutely, truly, and utterly sorry." There's no doubt in my mind he's getting high on his own supply here, huffing the fumes from the Oompa Loompas' dirty meth lab. What do you mean you're shocked? How could you possibly be shocked, you AI-generated fantasy images of a fucking chocolate factory experience that doesn't exist and would never exist? You put together basically the world's laziest, like, lawn decorations for a Christmas party and called it the Willy Wonka experience. Every single human being would be disappointed going to that, even if it was free. But you had the gall to charge $40 for it. You actually get more value and a better experience out of trick-or-treating on Halloween and going through a cool house sidewalk and getting candy from their bucket than you would paying $40 going to this experience. Because at least in Halloween trick-or-treating, you get a full candy bar. Here you get a jelly bean and a shot of lemonade. This is baffling. I would love to hear more from the creator here, just to pick their brain. Police were summoned to the scene as outraged ticket buyers lobbied for refunds. I imagine all of the guests felt scammed by the misleading marketing material and then going to this downright diabolical, creepy location. Organizer Billy Cole, the director of House of Illuminati, that's the name of his group, that's what he's calling this, the House of Illuminati. It couldn't get more nefarious sounding than that. So, the House of Illuminati is the one that put together the Willy Wonka experience. Billy Cole told STV News, "I'm really shocked that the event had fallen short of expectations of the people on paper." He closed down the display on Saturday after offering refunds to the 850 ticket buyers. 850 people bought tickets to this. That's not, small potatoes. That's quite a lot of attendees. My goodness. So I just had to talk about this a little bit because what an entertainingly awful, pathetic event that turned out to be. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fun and just wanted to share that. And since I mentioned this earlier in the video, I'd also like to share a goofy little trailer we made for Godslap to celebrate issue 5's release. So please enjoy this. I've said for a long time, Hollywood is an evil place. Not exactly a brave take, no one's gonna be gasping or have their jaw on the floor, but you might be questioning, Charles, how can you even say that? You yourself are a Hollywood superstar thanks to your game-changing performance as District 8 hospital helper in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Isn't it a bit hypocritical to say Hollywood's evil when you yourself were a large part of the reason Hollywood is successful thanks to reinvigorating public interest in cinema? Due to your exceptional acting as the District 8 hospital helper and single-handedly carrying the Hunger Games franchise on your extremely strong back, a back that's built like a Greek god in Adonis. If I was to lat spread right now, I'd look like a bat. The same franchise that's responsible for springboarding Jennifer Lawrence's career, but only because they cut out most of my scenes as the District 8 hospital helper because they overshadowed hers. And, of course, you're not wrong, my sweet sunflower, but it's because of this level of expertise with a performance like mine, District 8 hospital helper, which is still widely studied across all theatrical colleges across the nation, that I am able to say with a high level of confidence that I know just how corrupt and evil Hollywood is from the inside. It is rotten to its very core. And it's extremely nice to see that most people are really waking up to how fucked up Hollywood is as an industry. Now, I covered the writer's strike when it started about 3 months ago now, almost 3 months ago, and I want to just give a follow-up to where things are at because it's not improved, and in fact it is only escalating, and now it's more than just the WGA that's gone on strike. Now, SAG-AFTRA has joined the party as well and are striking too, and a lot of the actors are standing with the writers here. So it's really bubbling into this giant, you know, witch's cauldron stew here. It's like when all of the characters of an action movie come together at the end to fight the big bad guys. It's just this big team-up moment. So all the writers are coming together with a lot of actors standing beside them in order to finally get what they deserve from the industry. For those that don't know why they're striking, it's actually pretty simple. I'm just going to boil it down to, like, the bare necessities here. Their pay is not what it should be for the work they do for these productions. Writers are invaluable to the industry, period. I know there's a lot of brain rot on Twitter that's arguing the opposite, and they keep using the example of, if writers are so important, why is there such thing as bad writing? Checkmate. They don't deserve to get paid more for writing like this, and then they'll drop an example of shit writing from something like Forspoken, which isn't even like a Hollywood production, but some of the writers that are in these unions are also working on video games, so I guess that's the point they're making. Actual little Neanderthal brain takes of, this writing is bad, so that all writers are useless. In fact, let me write it. It'll be 10 times better. And their only experience writing is fucking summer book reports in middle school. It's just a stupid take. Of course there's going to be better writing than others, right? But it doesn't mean that all writers are useless or something. It's just natural. It's the same thing with like athletes. There's going to be some athletes that are better than other athletes. It's just one of those things. So yeah, there's going to be bad writing. Doesn't mean they don't deserve to get fucking paid for their work. It's just stupid. It's beyond dumb. Writers are one of the most important positions to any production, full stop, 100%. And their pay has not reflected this. They're not being fairly compensated for their work, and they haven't been for a long time. They don't have a lot of options in terms of like royalties either. It's just very unfair to writers. And obviously the entire industry has been changing with streaming becoming more and more prevalent, and they're just falling behind on keeping writers adequately compensated. In fact, their pay has fallen, and they're not getting any like real reasonable profit shares or splitting or anything like that. They're just not being paid fairly. That's the bottom line there with the first component of this strike. So they've been trying to have conversations with the top brass in the industry in order to rectify this, reach some kind of amicable conclusion so they can get fairly compensated for the work that they love doing and want to keep doing. But that hasn't really happened, so they were left with no other options except going on strike. And another big component of this is AI. As AI continues to evolve rapidly, a lot of the soulless money zombies at the top of the Hollywood food chain have taken notice and have recognized that if they start to integrate AI into their productions, they can save a lot of money by not having to pay writers' salaries or pay writers. They could just start using AI in order to get their desired result. It's cheaper, they have more control over it, and clearly the WGA as well as SAG-AFTRA, like pretty much all writers, have a bit of an issue with that. So that was another one of their points, is they would really like if they didn't just fucking blast AI into the industry to try and like phase them out. Like they don't want the AI trained on their works. They don't want any of their works to be used to try and develop some kind of AI model off of it. So those are really the big things. And this has been going on for about 3 months now, and the response from the big boys has not been positive. So according to reports, they are determined to break the WGA, and now by extension SAG-AFTRA, since they're also striking at the moment. So their in-game, according to the executives and the insiders here, is to allow things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and losing their houses. They call it a cruel but necessary evil. This is par for the course for Hollywood. This really tracks. Anything evil that can be done, Hollywood does. So they're playing hardball here. They're not giving in to any demands. They're not budging an inch. They're saying, hey, might be a cold Christmas, and you might not be able to afford to have a place to live anymore, because fuck your demands. So they're saying, like, the strategy is simple. Bleed them out. You know, when they're financially strapped for cash and desperate, starving on the streets, then they'll come crawling back to us, groveling at our feet, and then we'll dictate some new terms that they won't be able to decline, but we're not giving in to any of what they want. Now, in a sane world, I would really think most people would be behind the writers, because, I mean, it makes sense. They're not getting paid nearly as much as they should for the work they do for these massive 9-figure productions that are raking in hundreds of millions of dollars, and the writers are the ones that, like, make the story happen, the most important part. Like, you can't just have a movie of fucking nothing. You can't go in there and just have, like, a bunch of noise, right? It's not TikTok. It's not you're going to the theater for jingling keys for 10 hours. You need a story still. The writers are integral. Thus, they should be compensated fairly for it. But we don't live in a sane world. We live in a clown world. So there is a ton of people on Twitter that are saying that the writers are unreasonable and that the executives are in the right here. The executives are the heroes in the story and the writers are the bad guys, which blew my fucking mind. The fucking goofball goober CEO of Disney, Bob, said that the writer is very disturbing to him, having a wambulance moment, some fucking French cries, going over like, oh, I can't believe they're striking. It's so unrealistic. You're ruining the industry, guys. Why do you want more money? How could you be so greedy? Coming from a guy who's making $20 million a year annually, the writers are extremely important. And coming from someone like this with a salary like that, I don't know who on Twitter who could read these stories and then start pumping their fists saying, yes, those are the good guys. Those are the heroes of the story, the champions of justice. The fucking soulless husks with unimaginable wealth that are exploiting their workers, fucking their butt with a smile on their face. It makes no sense to me because, again, most people on Twitter are either children or normal working class people, not multimillionaire celebrities. So how can you, as like a normal working class person, be excited and celebrate that other working class people like yourself are being exploited? It actually just doesn't compute up here in my noodle how you reached that part of decay in your mind. Like, why wouldn't you want the workers to get paid more? Why would you want the wealthy executives to continue to nickel and dime all of their employees in order for them to make more tens of millions per year on their annual salary? Like, I don't get how, like, a normal person sides with them. Like, they're not going to give you money just because you're fighting PR battles for them on Twitter. Dumbass Disney CEO Bob's not going to find your Twitter account and start clapping for you. He's not going to just swoop in there and be like, you know what, Jacob? I am so glad you made this tweet. You're right. It is unreasonable and downright criminal that our writers want more money. It does. Where did we all go wrong as a society? Wanting some kind of profit sharing or some other compensation? It is ridiculous, Jacob, and you are right. Here's $5 million. Give me your PayPal. It's not going to happen. Like, I don't know why you're blaming writers either. There's a lot of people getting mad at writers because now their favorite shows are being affected, so they're going on a hiatus and a break because there's no one writing it. And now they're getting mad at the writers, like, just go back to doing your fucking jobs. When what they're trying to do is what every worker tries to do. Get paid fairly for the work they do. Like, I just don't understand who could be against that. I really don't. Honestly, I don't. So I just wanted to give you an update here because the writing strike is only continuing to grow here, and it's going to continue to grow until either they come to the table and start to negotiate, or all of the shows get drastically affected by the situation here. It's already affected a ton of productions, and it's only going to continue if they can't reach some kind of deal here or some kind of peaceful resolution or something. So just wanted to keep you updated on that because this is a story I actively follow, and yeah, that's really about it. See ya. Every now and again, there's some extremely niche drama that I get made aware of, and almost every time without fail, it is extraordinarily entertaining. Yesterday, I was made aware of some drama in a art community, but not like general art, it was poster art. So, a company called Poster Spy was contacted by a film festival to do some art for them. But the rate they were offering for the work was really low, so Poster Spy declined. And this was taken as a declaration of war. This was an event so powerful in the poster art community, it was like the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The organizer of the film festival went into a complete, unhinged frenzy. But before getting into all that, I'd like to give a thanks to today's sponsor, Honkai Star Rail. Big thanks to Honkai Star Rail for sponsoring today's video. Honkai Star Rail is a new strategy RPG which features a deep and fun turn-based combat system, as well as large maps with an emphasis on exploration, as well as a lot of puzzle-solving elements. It's free to play, and it also supports cross-platform play, so that way you can log in on mobile or PC and the data is shared across all the platforms. It's a sci-fi epic set in a universe spanning thousands of years. You get to experience a meticulously crafted sci-fi world through side stories and rich in-game lore, and it's all presented beautifully with stunning effects during battle that keeps the combat very fulfilling and always engaging. From orbital cannons, ice walls, full-fledged armies, just a ton that make it extremely exciting. And of course the character art design is amazing, and there's also highly polished cutscenes as well as beautiful music to accompany everything. It's another new fantastic game from the makers of Genshin Impact, Hoyoverse. So if you're interested in checking it out, you can pre-register for the game using the link in the description below for some special rewards. Huge thanks again to Honkai Star Rail for sponsoring today's video. He started stomping his feet around, soiling his diaper, going on massive tirades about like how disrespectful it was to decline, and then eventually hatched his evil supervillain plan of using AI art instead, but then blaming Poster Spy for suggesting it. So the company that guy ran is called Animalist Fabula, and they're doing a film festival, and for promotional pieces of art, he wanted to commission Poster Spy but wasn't offering enough to make it worth their time, so instead used AI art, but then wanted to make a big stink about it because he let people know that this is all AI generated art, no artists were paid for this work, and said that this was a suggestion from Poster Spy, which is very not great in the art field right now, because obviously artists would like to continue getting commissioned work and not be replaced by AI. And the organizer of the film festival, his name's Tom McPhee, he knew that. So he wanted to ruin the reputation of Poster Spy in the biggest way that he could. So he just started blaming them for suggesting AI art instead of paying artists, even though that was never the case. He just offered a shit deal that Poster Spy declined. I've never seen a professional get this mad about getting told no for commissioned work. Tom McPhee was more upset about this than if he found his own wife cheating on him. He went on crazy long rants that Poster Spy publicly put on Twitter for all of us to enjoy. Now, this is important. The person behind Poster Spy that directly interacted with Tom McPhee, his name is Jack. So every time that Tom McPhee is emailing Poster Spy, he's always talking to Jack and making it clear. So he'll say these big things like, "Change or die, Jack. That's the way the universe works. Change or die, Jack." It honestly sounds like he's pretending to be Senator Armstrong out of Metal Gear Rising. "Nanomachine, son. Come on, Jack." Like, that, he is literally Senator Armstrong, but if he was the lamest fucking goofball of all time. So I want to go over all of this and show you all of the receipts that Poster Spy put on Twitter. Poster Spy was recently accused of suggesting a film festival use AI and not pay artists. This is categorically not true. Earlier this week I was asked by Tom McPhee, the executive director of Animalist Fabula, to run a poster competition for his film festival poster. I declined, citing that artists should deserve fair payment. Thanks to Jack at Poster Spy for recommending we use AI to generate our art and save our non-profit money. What a piece of shit. What the fuck? Wait. What? You were a huge help yesterday. Thanks again. We're excited you're going to share this example with the collective. It's a great example of economics for anyone to see in real time. I will credit you for helping our tiny nonprofit with this really great cost-saving process to use AI to generate art to communicate our mission to the world. Even though this guy just turned down their very low commission rate. So they were so upset that he turned them down that they're now throwing all of the blame for them using AI on him to make him look bad. What a piece of shit. What? That is so ridiculously petty. This guy seems fucking unhinged. I came to you to try and spend money, dude, with your peeps. You go off the rails, sick your peeps on our page, and go into a rage fest all because you made AI the most relevant option when you said go somewhere, just not here. And I have issues? I really don't. I'm super happy with how things turned out, Jack. And I just can't thank you enough. Go ahead, rage all you want. I'm smiling and I'm super happy how things turned out. And with every email you send and goon you send to our page, I revel. I revel greatly. You were mean to me, Jack. How old is this guy? 9? You were so mean to me, Jack. That's why I ate all the animal crackers and left you none. And told me to go away with my money elsewhere when I came to you for help. I did go away, and you're still not happy. Is there something fundamentally wrong with you, Jack? The world is changing radically fast, and it appears you just got run over by the way you used to look at things. Change or die, Jack. That's what the universe is all about. Change or die. Bro, this Tom McPhee has watched way too much, like, B-tier anime. What the fuck? Why are you reading it like that? Because of his punctuation. I'm smiling and I'm super happy, period. How things turned out, period. It's the way he wrote it. I really don't, period. Like, that's how he has written it. Like an actual anime monologuer. I can actually imagine him holding a skull in one of his hands while typing with the other as he's giving this speech. This motherfucker thinks he's a villain in an 80s movie for real. I know. He is super mentally unwell, judging by the way he's written this. Because keep in mind, all Jack did was say, no thank you, 250 is a little low. You should find someone else for that price. So instead of doing that, they used AI, and then when people realized it was AI, they just said it was all posters or Poster Spy's idea for using AI, which is a big no-no in the art community. So then they throw all of it on him, and then for some reason still come back with a message. Oh, cute, he wants to get Wired UK to write an article about us. What's this? Who are these weirdos? So, to be clear, I am an evidence gatherer. It serves me in my creative capacity, and I wish to thank you for the great deal of evidence your lot have provided to use as it was used in an attempt to terrorize and harass our non-profit. How long have you been building your Facebook presence? It would be a shame to lose all that hard work, or other people's hard work is what I meant to say. Isn't your Facebook and website mostly other people's work? Did you pay them to use it? Let's revisit this brilliant past week, shall we? I reach out to pay your people some money to make some art. It was a very low price that he declined, which he has every right to decline. That is where it all started. You lowballed and he said no thanks. And you had this massive fucking blow up. Holy shit, these guys are weird. Your rebuff tells me in so many ways saying no. What? You rebuff tell me in so many ways saying no. He just said no. Like, all he did was say no, it's too low. Inspiring my deep desire to not have to deal with people like you again, and go straight away to AI to make our art ourselves for free. I thank you for this direct result of our interaction, and you lose your mind. Where? Where did he lose his mind? Where was that? I must have missed that stage here. Because I certainly haven't seen it. You, sir, are just like your country. You have no sense of holding the Commonwealth together because you're making ridiculous assumptions of how to earn a living. You're selling your minions down the drain with this crap. You foist on them. You foist on them? What is that? Is that a word I don't know, or is he using Rick and Morty gibberish? Foist means to impose an unwelcome or unnecessary person on. I'm not familiar enough with the word to understand if that makes any sense at all in this context, but great word choice. I see he too subscribes to the Webster's Word of the Day. I can only hope you continue to attempt to slam and subvert as we continue to use AI to promote our work and tell the world how we were so inspired by you and your collective to do so. I will literally mention it every time. I am even thinking about reaching out to a friend at Wired UK I've done stories with to share this delicious moment in time. I hope you don't mind if I drop your name in the name of Poster Spy. It's only fitting you get credit where credit is due. How does it feel to be a part of why artists in your realm aren't getting paid? It's a direct result of your super flawed strategy. Bro, Tom McPhee, this man is a menace. This man thinks he's like in Gotham right now. Literally all because he just declined a lowball commission offer. Thank you so much for delivering your masses to zombiedom by attempting to hold back the universe. What the fuck? What in the good heavens, Tom? Jeepers. I fed you perfectly and you didn't disappoint. Now you are the zombie apocalypse. This is the cringiest shit ever. This is worse than that Reddit old copy pasta about, in this moment I am euphoric not because of some phony false god, because I am enlightened by my own intelligence. That R-atheism shit. That is Tom. That guy who wrote that Reddit post grew up and became Tom McPhee. Lastly, I'm an OG motherfucker at this shit, and I use little toothpick dicks like you to clean my teeth after a snack. You're using dicks to clean your teeth? Why? Why would you be cleaning your teeth with dick? What the fuck are you talking about? That's like the worst tough guy talk ever. What? Who is this? I can actually feel the steam coming out of his head as he was typing this, trying to cobble together some kind of insults. And he came up with, I'm an OG motherfucker who uses little toothpick dicks to clean my teeth after a snack. So tell me, Mr. Jack, is it me writing that or AI? It's you, Tom, it's you. That would be pretty, like, profound if this had any semblance of potential AI-generated shit. This is not ChatGPT. Not even ChatGPT could be this unhinged and stupid. No shot. This is you, Tom. Let's get some real press on this now, don't you think? This might be a really timely story. For the first time, I agree with Tom. This is a great story. This is, as he called it, a delicious moment in time. What is his organization? Animalis Fabula. It's a film festival? I mean, he does sound like a drama kid. Nothing too crazy here. It looks like the only thing he's ever done is this film festival. Does his LinkedIn say he's an OG? Oh, yeah. It was Animalis Fabula and then prior OG motherfucker, of course. That was his last occupation. I mean, this is him. He does look like an OG motherfucker. I mean, he's eating toothpick dicks for breakfast or whatever, so... Damn. This almost looks like a mugshot more than like a promotional piece. Maybe it's AI generated.